All right, guys, I want to share with you the Casio ProTrek PRW60T-7ACR. We're just going to call it the PRW60T. Now, this is they have a resin model one, but this is the full titanium model. There is a splash of stainless steel in this watch, but primarily titanium. Now, I kind of feel bad because I was hoping to get this video out to you guys and share with you a crazy good deal on Amazon, but that is gone. Hopefully, a few of you guys actually capitalized on me teasing this watch before in some other videos. I can't remember which ones I did it in, but I told you guys, I gave you a glimpse of this watch, and I told you there was a killer deal on Amazon. I just hope that a few of you guys actually snagged it up. Again, this is always a snapshot in time, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you what that deal was, even though you can't get it right now. I paid $236.74 for this watch. I don't know what the retail is on it exactly, but they're definitely higher than that now, that price. If you look over on eBay, I think the lowest price new is like $400. You can get the resin, plastic and strap type material is going to be around $280. So even that one is actually more than what I paid for this one. Not trying to rub it in, I'm just trying to let you guys know that sometimes I get behind and I try to get you guys this information as quick as possible, but I kind of failed you on this one. But let's talk about the watch, because maybe the watch still interests you and maybe you still find value in it even at the $400 range. I think you may. And for a couple of critical reasons: the size, certainly. Also, it's tough solar, multi-band. I mean, really the only thing this thing is kind of missing is maybe a sapphire crystal. It doesn't have that. So if it had that, then I mean, it would darn near be a total package, everyday rugged type watch. Now I am going to order some of those protective screen covers for this. I have heard that they work pretty good. I want to try it out for myself. So I'm going to try that out on this watch, and I'll wear it and I'll let you guys know how it goes on that. But let's talk about the size. It's a 42 millimeter case. And then if you measure at the bezel, it's only 41. But I mean, realistically, it's a 42 mil watch. The lug to lug is 50. The thickness is 13.3. And then there is like a lug width here. I don't know that you could change out straps or do whatever you want. I don't know how much room there is in there for NATOs or anything like that, but 22 millimeter, the titanium bracelet tapers down to 19. It's a little bit thicker at the clasp. You can see the clasp is very cleanly done. There's actually double pushers, cleanly mounted on there. And then they are actually concealed when you put the fold over clasp on there. So it's really secure. And then there's 3 micro adjust. So you're going to be able to get the sizing done, no problem on this. When I size this, I'm pretty sure it's pin and collar, and that's typical for titanium. It's a really nice secure mounting feature. The weight on this, sized for my 7 1/4, is only 93 grams. To put that in perspective, let's bring in another ProTrek. My favorite ProTrek, the Night Safari one, this weighs 80 grams. So it's within 13 grams of that. And then there's a size comparison there too. I mean, you can easily see that I'm keeping them at about the same fielded depth there. So you can see the size difference there overall. I'm not trying to smash them into each other or anything like that. But so the size on these, this is like a 47 millimeter case, 45 at the bezel, and then a 54 lug to lug. So the size difference is like crazy different. And that's pretty much across the board. Those are much the similar size when you go like what are these, the PRGs? Yeah, PRG 600, 650, and then this is even the PRW 6600. These are all similar in size. This is the only one that I found so far, the PRW 60T. I'm sure there maybe is others, but this is the first one that I've been able to find that is that smaller size. And let me give you a wrist shot of that. So there it is on my 7 1/4. It wears much more like a regular traditional watch, especially with the bracelet, the titanium lightness. You guys know I'm a fan of the titanium. And then it still has all its other features, tough solar, multi-band 6. You're going to have your chronograph. So, I mean, you have all your stuff up there, your pointer. So it has the barometer, the temperature, stopwatch, all that stuff. So I believe... yeah, so there's barometer, temperature. I've been wearing it, that's why it was there. Recall function, I haven't done any research on that. I'm not really sure. So you have your stopwatch, and then you have your countdown timer, and then you have your alarms, and you cycle through all that right through here, through this sub-dial up here. And then having the digital display is, I mean, you have to have it pretty much with this. So, and then you can do another time zone as well. And then there's your information as far as whether it received signal, which it did. So, and then back to your standard time. There's tons of other things it can do. There's the compass, obviously. There's your altimeter. I forget what that does. So we'll just go back to regular time. There's a screw down crown here. Now this is going to be for basically quick adjust in between cities. You can see there's the cities printed around the outer bezel there. So if you're traveling or something, you just want to jump back a couple time zones, it's that simple. That's it. I mean, it's very intuitive. It's not like that Citizen I had on the show a little bit ago. It's not like that at all. This seems way more intuitive. Casio seems like their modules are just easier to use right out of the box. I didn't read any instruction manual, but I've handled a bunch of these, so they're familiar. But you can look on the case back there. The case back is all one piece into the lugs integrated. Now, I think part of the reason they did that is for rigidity. This is all stainless steel, but also when you go to service it, if it ever needs it, they can remove that case back and take the bracelet and everything right off and not have to mess with that, and then just work with the watch head. So pretty cool, pretty ingenious design, really, potentially. I'm sure there might be some flaws with it as well, but so you can look on the case back there. It just gives you some information. The module 5578, multi-band, ProTrek, pretty smoothly finished there, so it's not going to be rough on your skin or anything. And the screws are, submerged down into that a little bit, so I don't think you're going to get any hair pulling either. And then as you look at the dial a little bit, it's, this is a function type watch. So you're going to have your solar panel is basically the entire watch. So that slightly dictates how the dial looks. Heavy brushed metal looking. I don't think it is metal. On those indices, those are going to be all part of that chapter ring. There are some videos out there of, I think G-Shock High Fashion does it. He'll take apart G-Shocks and everything, and to see the way a lot of these Casios are constructed is actually pretty slick. So it's not necessarily what you think it would be. So just an overall really good looking watch. The titanium case and everything, it isn't like a raw titanium. It looks like it's almost casted or almost plasticky. It's pretty wild. I wasn't even zoomed in there. Sorry guys, I was trying to give you a little bit of zoomed in action. So you can see it's not crazy or fancy or anything like that. It's very subtle. It's very clean looking. This is just a really nice everyday type watch for whatever you want to use it for. And like I said, I want to get that screen protector on there, and that'll help. There is some lume on this guy, so let me give you a lume shot. Quite a bit of lume, actually. I was surprised to see that. Even the sub-dial hand is lumed. All of the indices and all of the sub-markers are all lumed. So pretty slick. And then the light, like all ProTreks, is down here in between the lug thing. It shines up a little LED out of there. It's going to light up your digital display. And then it also kind of lights up your hands a little bit differently. And a little bit of that blue shines up in there. So just a good all-around value-driven titanium watch. If you guys like analog digital type watches, titanium, the ProTrek, whatever it is, it's all packed into one little nice package here, and smaller size. So here it is next to the Seiko SKX for another size comparison. So if the SKX is darn near max and you're wanting to try one of these ProTreks, but they're all too big, they packed all of that tech into this guy here. It's 42 mil, 41 at the bezel, totally wearable and super light. It's going to be super comfortable. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next vid.